Hi folks, it's Tony here from Tony's Comfort Kitchen, the channel that just loves comfort food. Food that not only warms your belly but warms your heart too. And today I'm going to be cooking probably my favourite fried rice dish of all time, which is the classic Indonesian dish of Nasi Goreng. See you after the intro. Okay, yes, the Nasi Goreng, which is, as I say, is a classic Indonesian fried rice dish. It's in its basic form, it is just virtually fried rice with some spices and fried egg on top. But today, obviously, I'm going to be a bit more elaborate and add a few more items. The word Nasi Goreng just means nasi, which is rice, and goreng, which means fried. So it's just fried rice. So, okay, let's go and have a look at the ingredients. Okay, so this is the ingredients. Now then, I'll start from the very end. So this is a little dish of chopped up cherry tomatoes. Normally I use large tomatoes for this, but it being winter, the larger tomatoes are a bit crap. So the cherry tomatoes are a better bet, along with about 5 or 6 centimetre piece of cucumber, which I'll slice up. Then we have diced chicken breast, and some king prawns. We have an egg that we will eventually fry and stick on top of the fried rice. Talking of rice, this is the rice here. There's around about 200 grams of uncooked rice, if you know what I mean, that makes this. This was left over from a dish that I cooked the rice up for yesterday, and so I put the rest in the fridge and left it overnight. Then we have some coriander, which will go in at the end. Some green beans, and some, what do they call, ketchup manis or ketchup manis. Now this is a sweetened soy sauce, which is particular to Indonesia. Now I made my own. This is my own homemade ketchup manis, because I found the quality the ketchup manis you buy in the supermarkets here in France wasn't very good. So if anyone wants to see a video on how I make this, it is really simple. It's so simple. It's just a reduced salt soy sauce cooked down with brown sugar. Anyway, if you want, I can do a video on that. It is much better than anything you'll buy in the supermarkets here. You might get some decent stuff in any Asian supermarkets, but they're few and far between around here, I'm afraid. Then, with the beans out the way, we come to the ingredients that really make up the flavour of this fried rice. It's apparently called a rumpa. I don't know if I've pronounced that correctly, but anyway, which contains, this is actually 2 shallots, this one's broken in half, 5 cloves of garlic. I like it hot, with 3 chilies in there, and this, it looks a bit disgusting, but I'll tell you, it's absolutely gorgeous. It is shrimp paste, which is sort of fermented or reduced, I'm not quite sure, shrimps, and it's extremely pungent, but it really makes this dish. That really does add a lot of flavour to it. Then just some oil, obviously, and I think, and some, you always have to serve it with, what do you call it, prawn crackers. So that's it. So we'll crack on with the dish. Okay, so we'll start with the rumpa. We'll cut up the shallots. And then blitz them all together. Just put the garlic cloves in whole, the chilies, Actually, the chilies I might chop up a little bit. Make it a little bit easier. These are actually quite hot chilies. You don't have to put chilies in if you don't want the heat. I'm not quite sure traditionally how hot they like to have it. These are pretty hot. And finally the shrimp paste. Then it all goes into a little mixer. Just make sure it doesn't want to be absolutely like a puree. It's nice to have a little bit of texture in it. Oh, God. That is very pungent. The shrimp paste, incredibly pungent. Okay, good enough for me. Okay, so all that's left is to slice the cucumber and we're ready to cook. No, I'll leave that on the plate. Right. Okay, so first things first, we'll cook the egg, fry the egg. It doesn't break. I don't know what it is, I hate fried eggs when they have crispy edges. I don't know, it's just me I guess. So that'll do me. I'll carry on cooking a little bit. Okay, so we're about to put the rumpa into the wok. Now you know, this apparently has to be cooked quite a long time, so you really don't want it to be, you can hear me, too high heat. Not as hot as if you were doing a stir fry, for example. Also, when you're doing fried rice, you really should be using a little bit more oil than you would normally do. Say doing another Chinese style dish or even a curry, because you really want that oil to coat all of those grains of rice. Just a little tip. So just want to cook the rawness out of this mix. Okay, it's cooking down quite well, but oh man, the smell from this is just incredible. It's quite potent. I can really it's a bit like pepper spray in the back of your throat. Normally I would have the extractor fan on, but of course we don't use it in these videos because it interrupts with the volume. You won't hear anything. Okay, so we can add the chicken and the prawns. Takes a little longer to cook, as I say, because we'll reduce the heat, but just keep moving them around the pan. In fact, I might actually turn the heat up a tad. right, the chicken seems to be, it's lost its translucency. Difficult word to say. So we can add the beans. Might load it down again a little bit. Get in the back of your throat. Okay, so now we can add the rice. The trouble with fried rice is, with day-old cooked rice, is that it clumps together, and you really sort of got to knock out the lumps with the back of a spoon like this, or literally attack it and stab it like that. Sorry, I'm blocking the light with my hand. Now you can see why you need more oil in this. If you just had a small amount of oil, it would just start to stick to the pan. Even though this is a seasoned pan, it would still stick. And now we add the magic ingredient, which is the kecap manis. Look how thick and syrupy this is. Nom. God, it's good. As I say, if anybody wants me to do a little video, it'll just be a short one on how to make your own homemade ketchup manis, pronounced different ways, then please let me know. It's very simple. And basically that's our dish done. It's just a case of dishing it up. And having a taste. The smell is phenomenal, I have to say. Right, this is it. Now then, get a few green beans. Fried egg, get rid of some of that oil. Alright. Cucumber, tomatoes, a little sprinkling of chopped coriander. And the dish is done. Okay, so this is it. My absolute all-time favourite fried rice dish. So I'm going to dig in. Bit chicken. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. The flavours are just out of this world. There's heat from the chilli. The main flavour comes from that rumpa, that sauce with the shrimp paste. And it's very evident. It's an extremely powerful paste, but when you mix it with the fried rice, it mellows and gives it that really sort of umami flavour that just really makes this dish. Excuse me. Better than any other fried rice dish in my opinion. The fried rice dishes from all over the world, the majority I imagine would be in Asia, but this is the tops. If you make any fried rice dish, you've got to make this, and it isn't difficult. The only problem you might find is trying to get hold of the shrimp paste. Most supermarkets won't sell it. They might do, it depends where you live, but most of your Asian supermarkets will sell it. Anyway, I'm going to continue eating this, and hopefully you will join me in eating one of your own. And in the meantime, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and hit that notification bell, and you will be notified of any future videos that I make. So, from now until the next time, I'll see you again. Cheers. Peace, people.